Hi, welcome to today's deep dive summary part 1 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, a book that doesn't just explain how money works, but how we work with money. And that, as you'll hear today, makes all the difference. This book isn't about spreadsheets or stocks. It's about behavior, how your relationship with money is shaped by psychology, emotions, upbringing, and even luck. So sit back. Whether you're on a walk, in the car, or just relaxing, let's journey through the 20 core lessons of The Psychology of Money. No one's crazy. Housel opens with a powerful idea. No one is crazy when it comes to money, but that doesn't mean we all act rationally. We all make financial decisions based on our own experiences, and those vary wildly. For example, someone born in the 1950s in post-war America had a completely different financial world than someone growing up in 2008 during the Great Recession. The same investment might feel safe to one person and terrifying to another, not because of logic, but because of memory. The takeaway? Be humble about others' decisions. You don't know their background. And be aware of your own. Luck and risk. Two people can make the same decision and end up with wildly different outcomes. That's because luck and risk are siblings. They're invisible, yet massively influential. Housel uses Bill Gates as an example. Brilliant, yes, but he also attended one of the only high schools in the world with a computer. That's luck. On the flip side, you can do everything right and still lose, or everything wrong and still win. So don't judge people, or yourself, solely by outcomes. Judge the process. Never enough. How much money is enough? Most people don't know. They keep chasing more. There's a haunting quote from Rajat Gupta, a man who went from extreme poverty to being a billionaire, only to end up in prison due to insider trading. Why? He already had enough, but wanted more. Housel's point is simple. If you don't know what enough looks like, you'll never stop chasing, and that's dangerous. Enough doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you stop sacrificing things that truly matter: ethics, family, health, in the name of more. Confounding compounding. We often underestimate the power of compounding, not just in math, but in life. Warren Buffett's fortune didn't come from complex investing strategies. It came from time. He started investing as a kid and never stopped. That's what made him rich. The takeaway: the key isn't earning the highest returns. It's earning good returns consistently for the longest period possible. Stay in the game, be patient, let compounding do its magic. Getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. There's a difference between getting rich and staying rich. The skills that make you wealthy aren't always the same ones that help you keep it. Getting rich often involves risk-taking, optimism, and boldness. But staying rich? That's about humility, frugality, and paranoia. As Housel says, getting money is one thing, keeping it is another. Never take for granted that wealth can vanish fast. Tails, you win. In investing and business, success often comes from a tiny number of events, a concept called tail events. Warren Buffett made the vast majority of his money from a handful of investments. Amazon became Amazon because of a few key bets. Venture capitalists expect most investments to fail and bank on just one or two tails to deliver all the returns. Lesson? Be okay with lots of small losses if you give yourself a shot at big wins. Focus on being in the game long enough for the tails to find you. Freedom. Housel argues the ultimate form of wealth is freedom, the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. Time, not money, is the real currency of life. The danger? People trade away their freedom for the appearance of wealth. Expensive cars, giant houses, all in pursuit of a lifestyle that often leaves them chained to jobs or debt. The takeaway: prioritize independence over luxury. Freedom is underrated. Man in the car paradox. Here's a funny one. When someone drives a nice car, others don't think, "Wow, that guy is cool." They think, If I had that car, people would think I'm cool. We admire the possessions, not the people. So buying status symbols doesn't bring the respect we expect. Real influence comes from humility and generosity, not showing off. Please stay tuned for next upcoming part. Thank you for listening.